Okay, so having created some content on Canvas, we need to think about the factors that impact on engagement. Now, this is an important issue, and it doesn't really matter whether you're teaching online or in a campus-based situation, you're always going to be worried about engagement. But we believe, and the University of Winchester blended learning principles hold, that we need to ask ourselves 3 questions before we start to teach online. Now, the first of these questions is, do students understand our expectations of them? Because they're going to be learning much more independently than they do in a campus-based situation. So it's really important that we're very clear about what they should do with the content that we provide and what their role is in the activities that we set. The second question is linked to this in a sense, and it arises from the fact that while students are working independently, they're doing so in a much less supervised and much less managed environment than they are in a campus-based scenario. So we need to be very clear to students about the value of engagement and about the benefits of engaging with the content and the activities that we've provided. You might think that students should just do the work you've set on trust, but they, like us, tend to be very strategic about what they do with their resources and time, so we need to persuade them. Now, the third question reflects the fact that we don't want our students to be working in isolation, and we want them to understand the opportunities for interaction with other students and with tutors, and we believe that this will enhance their motivation because it makes learning feel much more authentic. If you're being asked to do something or produce something, it feels a lot more worthwhile if you know that someone's going to read it and provide you with some feedback on it. Now, this may feel like a rather lengthy preamble, but these questions are actually really important because they allow us to see the merits of both the modules block and the page. The merits of the module block, I suppose, are clear in the sense that they allow a tutor to assemble all the information and all the resources that are required to support the content and the activities that they want to set that week. And from a student's point of view, they can come to this page and find all the resources that they need at any given point in time. However, it isn't really possible within the module block to address any of the questions that we've just posed. To do that, we need to go to the page. Now, we've seen this page before. It's just a page template, but it's possible, just even using this outline page, to make a couple of points. If we were to put a piece of content, like say a piece of a video clip here where this placeholder image is, we'd be able to juxtapose that with some text where we could explain or address those questions that we've asked. We could say to students, well, this is what we want you to do with this video, what we want you to do whilst you're watching it or having watched it. We can talk about the value or the benefits of watching that video, and we could explain how it will relate to things that they're doing later in the week or later on in the page in terms of asynchronous or synchronous activities. And critically, we can talk about the opportunities and the ways in which they might then subsequently engage with tutors and other students in terms of understanding or developing their understanding of the content in that video. So, what are we really proposing that you do here? Well, I guess the main takeaway is that we're not asking you to choose between modules or pages, but rather to try and exploit the benefits of both. Use the modules to pull together all the resources that you and your students need for any given week, theme, or topic within your module delivery model, but extend those with pages and use those pages as a way of engaging students with those questions that we asked. Do they understand our expectations of them? Do they recognise the value and the benefits of engagement? And do they understand the opportunities they will have to interact with and get feedback from other students and their tutors?